team, I welcome you to our today's live session. Today we are going to discuss about menopause, how Ayurveda can help you to feel better, to live better in this phase of transition. Okay, you can bring your questions, any questions you have regarding this phase, you or anybody from your friends and family, if you know they are dealing with this phase or they are going through this phase and you want to help them better with the help of Ayurveda, you're welcome and your questions are welcome. And shortly we are going to discuss about menopause. Okay? So when I say menopause, so menopause is pause is what? Stop. Something is stopping. What is stopping? So menstrual cycle is going to stop, or it's the phase where it stops, right? So that's why they call it menopause. What Ayurveda says about menopause? So in Ayurveda, menopause, it's not just stopping of menses or menstrual cycle. According to Ayurveda, it's a phase, right? We go through different phases throughout our life, especially women, right? When menstrual cycle starts, that is, before that there is one phase which is balyavastha, right? Then the yuva avastha, where this kaumarya avastha or yuva avastha, where this menstrual cycle starts, rajapravartini we call it, right? So then women is called rajaswala, which is this menstrual phase or fertile phase, right? After, we typically, it's seen between age 45 to 55. That's the average where we see women face uh, menopause, right? So Ayurveda says it's, hello, welcome to live session. So according to Ayurveda, menopause is rajo nivritti. So nivritti is something what? Retirement. Nivritti means, the word nivritti, Sanskrit word, that means retirement. So rajo nivritti. That means this menstrual phase or fertile phase is going to end at certain age. Okay. Navneet is asking me to leave my contact number. For sure, Navneet, I'll do that. Okay, let's get on the questions first. And about how to connect with me and contact number and website, you will also see all that information in the description. And I will give that information at end of this session. Okay. So we were talking about menopause. These days, you will see lot of information in internet. You will see lot of videos on YouTube, lot of reels you will see. So I feel like these days, this menopause, this phase, people are treating it as some disease. People feel, what is the treatment of menopause? So first of all, I want to tell all our audiences that menopause is not disease. We should not treat it as something is wrong. It's a natural phase, it's a natural process our body goes through, as any female or any girl goes through when the periods start or when menstrual cycles start. That's a change. That's we have to accept that it's a change, it's a process, it's a very natural process, like pregnancy, delivery, right? Post pregnancy, whatever our body goes through, different changes. Menopause is part of it. Menopause is not a disease. So we do not have to look for different set of treatments unless some symptoms, or unless it is associated with some other health issue, right? So we do not have to start looking for treatment of menopause. Menopause is not a disease. Menopause is a natural process what our body goes through. It's a phase of our life, right? As I said, it is typically seen from age 45 to 55. Okay, now I'm ready to take questions. If you have any questions, please bring your questions regarding menopause. We will also discuss about how Ayurveda helps us during this phase, what kind of food we need to eat, what kind of food is good to eat according to your body type, how do you identify certain symptoms are related to menopause, and how do you identify some, if some symptoms are very severe, or if you find it that it's bothering you a lot. So that time, what you do, how you manage, when do you have to go to the doctor, or when do you have to ask your healthcare practitioner to help you, right? And because, as I said, because there is a lot of information available out there on internet, sometimes it's overwhelming. You have, like, we have natural tendency, if we feel like, okay, I have this problem, let me find out what can I do for it, right? So first thing we do is, what we do Google. And Dr. Google has bunch of things, right? So how would you know which is good for you? Will you just follow because some celebrity is following that trend or that particular diet or that particular lifestyle, and she looks young in her 40s, late 40s, late 50s, and if you just blindly follow what she does or what she says on social media, who knows what they do, right? So they sometimes, who knows, right? So what they say or what she says on social media, if we just follow that blindly, do you think it is going to work for us? Do you think it is going to work according to your body type, according to your routine and resources you are available in your life, according to your lifestyle, right? So that this thing we have to consider, we have to understand your body, your needs, your routine, your likings, not someone else's or not the celebrity or not this information. It's, there is nothing hard, that there is nothing wrong if you go read about it, if you try to gather more information about it. That's okay, you can do that, but end of the day you have to introspect, you have to think about yourself, you have to take guidance from Ayurvedic practitioner or healthcare practitioner expert, and you have to understand what is good for your body. Okay, and that's when we can, that's when you can plan, that's when you can decide that okay, these things are good for me to eat or good for me to follow in my life, and I can do it. The results and whatever efforts you are taking, it has to be consistent, then only it will stay with you, right? We have first question here. In menopause, tongue feel bitter taste. Okay, sometimes it happens for, because in menopause, whatever we are saying, like mostly people say it's hormone imbalance. So Ayurveda says menopause, it's not just hormonal imbalance. Okay, pitta is responsible for this, whatever change is happening in our body. Sometimes because of pitta prakop or aggravated pitta in your body, you can feel that your tongue has bitter taste. Other reason can be if you have disturbed digestion, because in this phase metabolism is already compromised. In that, if you are eating very spicy or deep fried or junk food or very sweet food, that can disturb your digestion, that can further slow down your metabolism. So that will develop toxins, what we call ama in Ayurveda. So what happens is, if we have a lot of toxins or ama, you can see your tongue is coated, or you can feel that you're getting that bitter taste. Okay, so I would say start drinking warm water, start focusing on your diet, see what you are eating, and if you are eating very spicy, very oily, sweet or junk food, or if you are eating outside a lot, you have to reset your diet, and it will definitely help you. And tongue cleaning and mouth pulling, these two things you have to start doing in your morning routine. For mouth pulling, you can use oil pulling, I'm saying. So for oil pulling, you can use either coconut oil or you can use sesame oil. It's up to you what you can use. Coconut oil is best, and otherwise you can use Ayurveda oils like Arimeda, the oil for mouth pulling. It will definitely help you to feel better if you're getting that bitter taste in your tongue. Okay. Next question we have, I am happy to lose my weight, but some of my age mates can gain the weight in menopause. I was just concerned that whether it is good or bad for health, and what should we need to do. Very good question. Mostly we see during menopause, what happens is, ladies, they have this complaint. They say, I'm gaining weight. I'm gaining. Typically, it's fat. Mostly, it is fat. And we have Sneha. She is saying that she is losing weight. So you feel good, right? I'm looking skinnier. So you feel good. But is it healthy? You have to look for, it is fat loss or muscle loss. Typically during menopause, if you are losing weight, that is muscle loss, which is not good. Muscle loss is natural. Everybody after certain age will lose about 2 to 3% of muscles every year. And if we are not having enough protein in your diet, if you are not doing physical activities which are required to keep your muscles strong, you have muscle loss. And because you, if you don't pay attention, if you don't introspect, if you don't understand what it is, you feel nice about it because you are looking skinnier than your friends, which is appearance wise, which is, you feel okay. But do you have to introspect, and you have to look at yourself and ask yourself that, do you have enough strength? Are you losing muscles? You have to see what is your fat percentage, what in your body, what is your lean muscle mass in your body. And I'm sure it is muscle loss what you're facing is. So how do we recover? How do we help our body not to have more muscle loss, or how do we preserve our muscles? So you have to focus on protein intake. Very important for females having anybody. Protein intake is very important for anybody, but especially since today we are talking about menopause, this phase of your life, you're losing muscles faster than before, faster than your younger age. And if you're more vegetarian, mostly if you're vegetarian, so it's very difficult to meet those protein needs if you're not paying attention to your diet, right? If you have carbs, if you're having more carbs, definitely you will have muscle loss. So you have to focus on how much protein intake you have, like having dal, having buttermilk, having regular milk in your diet, and adding these seeds, nuts. It's very important. If you are not vegetarian, you can have eggs, seafood, chicken you can add. So but same time you have to focus on you are not eating very spicy and very oily, whatever you are eating. So you have to have, let's say you are having 3 or 4 meals a day. With every meal you have to consider, I need to take somewhere between 15 to 20 grams of protein. Depends on your height, your age, and your weight. That will be different, but average you have to have 15 to 20 grams of protein with every meal if you are having 4 meals a day. So that will help you to boost your to keep your metabolism active. If you are if you are trying to divide your protein like this, and you will not feel like at one time you have to eat a lot. Okay, so that you can do. Plus, to preserve your muscles, definitely strength training is a good idea. Okay, strategic. If you are doing regular exercise, even using your body weight, it will definitely help you to preserve your muscles and to lose your fat. Okay, so Shweta is asking, what role do Ayurvedic remedies play in relieving menopause related stress and tension? So everybody has stress and tension irrespective of menopause or whatever phase of our life, especially during this phase, during stress, during menopause. From where this stress and tension is coming, right? Bunch of things are associated with the stress and tension during menopause. Like, it's there is a tagline, everybody says it's hormonal imbalance. Yes, some, not imbalance, some change happens in our hormones. We cannot say it imbalance unless this is a disease. As I said, menopause is not a disease, it's not imbalance. If your diet and lifestyle is imbalanced, you will face hormonal imbalance. Okay, so let's not call it hormonal imbalance, we will say hormonal change, which is natural. So this change happens definitely. So this change will bring some certain symptoms like water retention, weight gain, your skin is going to be dry, your hair may be little dry or thin, you will feel your hair, and then you will have mood swings, right? So we have to analyze from where all this is coming, right? Is it because that changing appearance, is that causing stress and tension, or you have stress and tension from external factors like your work, your lifestyle, and it is just aggravated because you are in this menopause phase, and hot flashes also, that also brings some stress and tension. So what Ayurveda tells us, like, we have to go back to basics. Since I said this is our natural, this is a very natural phase, we have to deal with it naturally, right? So if you follow balanced diet and balanced lifestyle, these symptoms will be, I'm not saying it will stop these symptoms. If you were able to stop these symptoms completely, then there is something wrong, alarming sign. It's not natural. Like, if someone is getting pregnant, their tummy is going to grow, their weight is going to go up, right? Whatever changes has to come, it has to come. If it is not there, if someone is pregnant and tummy is not growing, what it means? It means it's not natural, right? Some problem. Same thing happens with menopause. If you're going through this phase, and if you have zero symptoms, problem. What hormones are doing, right? We have to ask like that. So, but if the symptoms are too much, that is also a problem. So to have that balance, we have to follow Ayurvedic lifestyle. When I say balanced diet, you have to have a lot of vegetables, a lot of fruits in your diet, enough protein, as I just said. And your diet has to be balanced, fresh, home cooked food. You have to start reducing eating outside. You have to stop junk, you have to stop deep fried food and unhealthy carbs, refined flour, maida. We have to stop that. And exercise is very, very important during menopause to deal with any symptom of menopause. If you start doing consistent exercise, it will definitely help you to manage all the symptoms. Okay, we have a bunch of more questions. Niveta is asking, hi doctor, can you recommend Ayurvedic remedies to or teas that can effectively alleviate hot flashes and night sweat. So hot flashes or night sweat is very prominent symptom we see during menopause. It's again pitta is responsible, aggravated pitta or imbalanced pitta is responsible for this. So what can we do? I will tell you what is the remedies or some herbal teas you can do, but to avoid this, what food you need to avoid? As I said, very hot, spicy, and very oily food, especially if it is deep fried or it is fried again in the same oil. Trans fat we call it, right? So you have to avoid that. It will create more toxins in your body. And uh, Ayurvedic remedies or teas, you can have tea with mint, you can have coriander seeds, or you can have saunf. You can boil that in some water, put some couple of mint leaves, or you can use that lemongrass, it's very good. You can use that tea. So these tea will help you to cool down your feeling of hot flashes or night sweats. Also exercise, if you start exercising regularly, it will improve the blood circulation. It will definitely help you to burn those calories or burn that heat, and you will feel better. Okay, another Ayurvedic remedies is you can have regular abhyanga followed with warm shower or but a bath. You can do that. Pada abhyanga is very good, especially if you have this night sweats or hot flashes during the night. You can put shiro abhyanga and pada abhyanga, two things. So you can use chandanati oil or you can use simply coconut oil. So you can do little massage on your scalp plus your feet. Okay, foot massage is very good. It will help you start doing it consistently every day for 3 minutes to 5 minutes. It will definitely help you to reduce these hot flashes or night sweats. Another excellent thing we have, another excellent food we have to reduce this hot flashes plus it will give you protein, is a glass of buttermilk. If you drink, but you can take that during the lunch or around 3 p.m 4 p.m if you want, if you feel like you want to snack something. So you can have some almonds or few nuts and with a glass of buttermilk. You can add some cumin seeds, you can add a little bit of saunf in it or dry ginger powder in your buttermilk, and you can have that glass of buttermilk. To make sure that your buttermilk has thin consistency. It's not very thick like yogurt. It has to be very thin. Do not put any sugar, do not put a lot of salt. You can put a little bit of pink salt in it, that is okay. So if you are having this buttermilk consistently, 1 glass of buttermilk will have about 3 grams of protein. So it will help you to reduce, to balance that pitta, reduce hot flashes. Same time it is giving you some protein. Okay, and if you have some nuts, you're getting more protein in that meal. So buttermilk is another excellent choice you have. Okay, we have next question. Hi doctor, are there certain foods or dietary guidelines that can specially address mood swings and emotional fluctuations during menopause? Again, this is more related to your stress and tension during menopause. So for mood swings, I would say engage yourself in any activity other than exercise. If you like to listen to music or if you like to play some instrument, go for swimming or go out for a walk, but these things, these small things, you have to incorporate in your daily routine. Consistency is going to help you a lot. Okay, in terms of diet, you can, as I said, diet has to be balanced diet, but there are certain things which will help you to boost your energy level, to preserve your muscle mass, plus this emotional fluctuations or this hormonal imbalance, it will bring back to normal, like having flax seeds or having chia seeds in your food, or pumpkin seeds or sunflower seeds. They are very good. You can start having that. So flaxseed you can just simply make powder, add in your oatmeal, add in your breakfast, or if you're making dosa, anything you're eating, or your dal, your sabzi, you can just add a teaspoon of flax seeds. It's not going to make this taste bad or anything. It's very good, and it will also bring that good consistency to your dal. So you can add 1 teaspoon of this. Or ragi is another excellent food we have. So simply you can boil ragi in a cup of water. It will make that soupy consistency thick. You can add buttermilk in it, or you can add ghee in it, little bit of jeera or garlic, and you can eat that every day. It will definitely help you to feel better with these symptoms. Okay. How does Ayurveda view bone health, and what are some Ayurvedic practices to support strong and healthy bones during menopause? Very good question, Shobika. So, as I said, we lose muscles. Same time, during menopause, most of us go towards osteoporosis. That means our bone become, the density of bone goes down, right? Bone becomes porous. And you must have seen, or you must have heard, seen in YouTube or whatever news, like, mostly women, if they fall or after 30s, 40s, because of this osteoporosis, fractures are very common. Falls are very common. Having that less energy, it's very common. So what can we do? What Ayurveda tells us to do this, right? So first thing is having balanced food. Eating along with whatever I said before, you can add sesame seeds to your diet. Very good. Sesame seed is good oil. It will give you strength to your bones. Flax seeds is very good. Again, it will give you strength to your bone. Ragi is very good for your bone health. Okay, and some practices you can do is you can do regular abhyanga, because it improves blood circulation. It's good for your muscles, skin, and definitely if your muscles are healthy, your bone is going to be healthy. Another thing you have to check is you have to see if you have any deficiencies. If there is any iron deficiency, calcium deficiency, you have to take supplements, because this is the phase where you need extra boost, right? So you can choose any Ayurveda supplements or normal multivitamin or calcium supplements. You have to take that if you have deficiency. First you have to check if there is a deficiency. You have to see if there are any other symptoms you have, okay, or any other associated concerns like thyroid, or if you had PCOS or PCOD in young age, that will also reflect how you deal with your menopause phase. Okay, if something is like something like this, if you have, you have to consult with your Ayurveda practitioner or your health practitioner, and they will help you better to manage this condition. Is there any food combination need to be avoided? As I just mentioned, there are certain foods combinations you need to. Okay, when you are saying combinations, I would say combinations like people make smoothies. Smoothies with milk, like adding any fruit to milk is bad combination. We should not have that, because it's very heavy to digest, and it will create some toxins in your body. Not just Ayurveda, even modern science, you can read about it. If you are adding, for example, banana, apple, especially very sour food, any sour fruit with milk, what happens is milk is going to vitiate, right? It becomes curd, it becomes yogurt before you eat that, and that is very heavy. That is called kaphavartak. So when it is heavy, already your metabolism during this phase is compromised. In that, if you are eating heavier food, what do you think what is going to happen? It will not get digested properly. So when it is not getting digested properly, what will happen? It will store in your body as a fat cells, because it's carb load, right? At the end of the day, it's carb load. So what will happen? It will get stored as a fat. If you are exercising less, again it will get stored as more fat, right? So result, you will have weight gain. Your metabolism will go further down. Another food combinations, I would say overcooked food, uncooked food, even raw food is not good. Calorie wise, like raw salads, calorie wise it is considered as light, less calories, right? Raw food or any salads. But digestion wise, it is considered as heavy. So you should not have overcooked or uncooked food or burnt something is, you're grilling something and which is over grilled, you should not have anything like that. You should not have something deep fried, as I mentioned before. So these things you definitely you need to avoid. Having excessive sugar, you need to avoid. People will have tendency to have that sweet tooth naturally, but you have to look for healthy alternatives. Okay, you should not eat anything which is kept in fridge overnight. You should not eat anything like that. So you can take it out, make it to room temperature, or cook it and you have it. You can do that. Okay, so these are certain things you need to avoid. I'm interested in Ayurvedic supplements. Are there any specific ones that are safe and effective for menopause support? And definitely, if you are looking for any supplements in Ayurveda, you can have Shatavari, Ashwagandha. It depends. It depends on what kind of symptoms you have. Or Kumariyasa also help. Falasarpigrita helps. It all depends on what kind of symptoms you have and what is your body type. I can, whatever I'm telling, just just blindly don't go and buy it. You have to consult with the Ayurvedic practitioner and you have to find out which is what is good for you, right? So you can also take Brahmi to keep your mind calm, right? It will help you to reduce that brain fog or lethargy, tiredness. You can have that. Ashwagandha will also helps for that. Even I said practices like Abhyanga, oil pulling. There are many Ayurveda oils we can use to have those practices, right? And if you're typically, if you want to know what we have in Shantigram as an excellent supplement during this menopause phase, you can definitely go for female vitality capsules. And if you combine that with our turmeric capsules, that is excellent choice, because turmeric will help you to improve your skin health, your bone health, and your hair health, your heart, cardiovascular health as well, right? And when I was talking about this female vitality, it has good combination of ashwagandha. There is a gogulu. So when I say gogulu, it will help you to balance your weight, it will help you to boost your metabolism, right? So there are good herbs incorporated in this particular supplement, so you can definitely try that. Okay. How often should I see doctor for menopause related concern or checkup? Good question. If your symptoms are now not that severe, I would say you have regular checkup to see if you have any deficiencies, calcium deficiency, hemoglobin, iron deficiency. So whatever regular checkups every 6 months you do, you have to do that. If there is raised cholesterol, this is another issue we find during menopause, like cholesterol levels will go up dramatically. So if you have that concern, raised cholesterol, your doctor will tell to follow certain food, certain lifestyle. So you can have checkups, whatever your doctor will tell after every 3 months, 6 months. So if how this exercise, new routine, new diet is helping you, you can just track it, right? If your symptoms are severe, if your hot flashes are severe, if you're not able to sleep properly, you're feeling you're going towards depression, your mood swings are too much, they're bothering you, bothering everybody in your family, your friends, then definitely you have to have regular visits. You have to see your Ayurvedic practitioner or any healthcare practitioner to in order to help you better. Okay. Hi doctor, can you share some Ayurvedic beauty rituals or skincare tips to maintain healthy skin during menopause? So this is another prominent symptom we see during menopause is dry skin. Why it happens? It's just change of hormones, as I said. Say there will be extreme dryness, not just facial skin. Even this collagen level goes down. These change in hormones will definitely bring fine lines, wrinkles, or dry skin. No matter what kind of soap you will use or what kind of moisturizer you will use, you will end up having dry skin. It's a very prominent, and not just facial skin, whole body, even vaginal dryness is very common. It's very prominent, vaginal dryness. So what happens, even if women, sometimes they don't talk about it. When we say dryness, we just imagine its face, because that's where we are concerned a lot, right? It's our appearance, it's our beauty, we are so much conscious about it, but nobody talks about, very few people, very few ladies will tell this to their doctor, or nobody wants to talk about it, right? Having that vaginal dryness. So what do we do about it? right? So let's focus on let's talk about general skin dryness first, and then I will shift on to vaginal dryness. So general skin dryness, it comes from this hormonal shift or hormonal change. So what we can do is, we have to, first thing we have to do is, we have to hydrate ourselves properly, right? Drinking enough water is very important. So you have to drink enough water, but not to drink cold water or ice water. You have to have you can have room temperature or warm water is best. It will also help you to improve your digestion if you are having warm water. Having these herbal teas, what I have mentioned before, they will also help you to keep your body hydrated. Focus on your, check your urine color. If your urine is dark yellow or even yellow, you are dehydrated. Your urine needs to be as clear as possible, more towards pale yellow color. So check your color of your urine. That it will tell you. That's the basic thing you can do to find out if you're dehydrated. Okay. So first thing you can fix is your fluid intake. You can have soups like beetroot soup, carrot soup, tomato soup, right? So if you are having those in your body, in your diet, what will happen? It will dehydrate you, plus it will give you those antioxidants which are needed for your skin to reduce that dryness. It will also give you iron and other vitamins. It's very good. Okay, you can have that. And having this collagen rich food, having plenty of fruits, plenty of vegetables, having protein. Protein is what? Protein is going to help you to keep your skin, your hair, your bones and your muscles healthy. Collagen is coming from where? It's protein. So if you are having less protein and just more carbs, and which are simple carbs, it's sugar, it's not going to help you to reduce that dryness. So you have to improve your protein intake. Externally, you can do regular abhyanga with Ayurveda oils. So if you don't have Ayurveda oils, you can simply use coconut oil, regular abhyanga, or you can use gram flour or rice flour. These things, you can add some milk in it, use that as a body scrub, right? Or facial scrub. Even your hair, scalp, you can massage with the regular Ayurveda oil. It will definitely help you to reduce that skin. But it's external things will work when you are fixing this thing internally, when you are fixing your diet. Exercise will also help you to reduce the dryness. How? If you are exercising regularly, that means your heart rate is up. Yeah, that means your blood circulation is better. So when our blood circulation is better, our skin health is better. Okay. So because this dryness during menopause is typically coming from vata, so we have to do everything which will help us to balance our vata. Okay. So if you are taking any supplements, any Ayurveda supplements, it will also help you to bring down that vata. Okay. And you have to sleep better. You have to sleep properly. That is very important, because during sleep our tissue repair and rejuvenation will happen. So if you are having proper sleep, it will help you to improve your skin health. Okay, to reduce that dryness. Now the second part I was talking about was vaginal dryness. So during this phase, mostly women will feel vaginal dryness. What we do about it? Simply nothing. We ignore, and that will definitely cause irritation, or no matter what we do. And what ladies do is just simply Google, and they will see this V wash or any of these liquids, or these medicines we get, not medicines, these liquids we get to, they use while taking shower. They feel like it's not, we have to clean it properly or whatever, right, for that hygiene, or to balance that pH. But is it helping you? This overwashing or using any this soapy consistency or any of these products, they are causing more dryness, which is not good. We have to understand one thing, that vaginal dryness is coming from within, coming from inside. Whatever do externally, it's going to be temporary. It's just the feeling you get that I'm feeling better. How much moisturizer you will apply, right? So once we balance this vata, whatever I just said, to overall, to reduce the overall dryness, along with it, if you start using pichu, like so you just have to soak cotton or gauze piece or cotton pad, in oil. You can use sesame oil, coconut oil, or any, there are a bunch of Ayurveda oils like Shirabala, right? These oils which will help us to balance vata. So you can soak it and apply it on your vagina, right? So that is called pichu. You can connect with me separately if you want to know more about it, so I can explain how you do when you do, right? Because it depends on your body type, it depends on what kind of symptom, how much is the dryness, it depends on when you do it, what resources you have available. So I am not able to tell you the actual process, but you can definitely think about it and you can start doing it as your regular routine. Okay, it's a very good practice, and I feel every woman should do this during menopause to reduce vaginal dryness. Because vaginal dryness affects your mind, it affects your sexual intimacy. Like you feel like we don't want to get into it, I don't want to think about it, it's not the right age. Is it that? So it is not, right? So you have to take it positive, and you have to take it as it's a natural process, and we have to fix it. Not fixing, we have to balance. So once your doshas, once your body or digestion is balanced, these symptoms will be minimum. I'm not saying these symptoms will be upset, these symptoms will be minimum, you will be able to deal with it properly. Okay, we have more questions. What are the potential long-term health effect of menopause? As I said, menopause is not the disease. Menopause is just the phase where our body has certain changes, and it's very natural. We have to accept. Initially, when someone is into initial phase of menopause, that's where your symptoms are prominent. Body will take about 1 year, 2 years. It depends on your genetics, depends on your lifestyle, diet. Body will take some time to adjust to that phase, and after that it is going to be absolutely normal, same like pregnancy, right? During 9 months, whatever changes are happening, after that body will take some time to get back to normal. Same thing happens with menopause. Whatever water retention, weight gain, dryness, whatever symptoms, hot flashes, mood swings, right? Whatever symptoms we are facing during menopause, it's not going to be forever. If you manage those first 1 or 2 years or 3 years properly, it is not going to stay with you forever. Okay, so if you want to talk about potential long term health effects, there is nothing, it's going to be normal. You will be come to normal phase if you are following healthy diet and healthy lifestyle, and if you are exercising. It is not going to be with you, these symptoms are not going to be with you forever. It's up to you how you follow, how you take them, and what kind of lifestyle changes and dietary changes you do to deal with this phase in better way. Okay. Doctor, what impact can menopause have on bone health? As I said, during menopause, your bones, you will have muscle loss. Same way, you will have bone density will go down. That means you're going more towards osteoporosis. Okay, and how much it will happen, when it happen, it is depend on your health and what kind of diet and lifestyle you're following. Okay. How long will the hot flashes or hormonal changes last? As I said, this is extremely person to person. It will be different. It depends on your genetics. It depends on like what is coming from your mother in your body. It will depend on also if you have suffered with the PCOD, PCOS, thyroid during young age. So it will definitely reflect that phase will be longer. It also depends on what kind of diet are you following throughout your life, especially during menopause, how much muscle loss you have, how much weight you have, how much fat gain you have. It all depends on that. It's extremely personal thing, like person to person it is going to be different. Every one of us are different. Typically this hot flashes, these symptoms with hormonal changes should last within 1 to 2 hours. But if it is longer than that, if it is very severe, it's alarming sign, you definitely have to connect with your healthcare practitioner. Suggest some practical ways to incorporate Ayurvedic principles into daily life for overall well-being during and after menopause. Okay, so when I say practical ways, we have already discussed about what kind of diet we have to change. Okay, so having that set routine, as we call dinacharya in Ayurveda, is very important. Okay, having like getting up at fixed time most of the times, and having then doing exercise. So typically one change I would suggest you during menopause or even after menopause is If you do some exercise, any cardio exercise, any exercise for about 30 minutes as soon as you get up. You get up, you do your brush or the whatever morning rituals, empty your stomach, those things. After that, if you do any activity before you eat anything, you can drink water. Water is okay, but before you eat anything, it will help you to reduce fat. How? Because glucagon hormone is high in the morning, so it will help you to balance your take out the sugar, right? Utilize that sugar out of your fat cells, out of your muscles. So which will help you to balance the weight, which will help you to reduce the fat. So 30 minutes of exercise before you eat anything in the morning, very important for fat loss. Okay, once you start doing it, then you can have your abhyanga shower, then you can do your work, whatever work you have. And another practical change you can bring is having small and frequent meals. You can have divide your food into 4 meals, having 15 to 20 grams of protein in each meal, having one liquid that will be sweet soup or buttermilk, or a drink with made up of ragi, drink made up of any flaxseed, anything, any liquid you should have with every meal. Any liquid consistency, not fruit juice. I'm not talking about fruit juice at all. Fruit juices are high in sugar. It's extra carb load. We do not, even freshly squeezed fruit juices are not good for you during this phase because it's excessive sugar. You eat whole fruits, that is okay, but do not drink fruit juices. Homemade soups, buttermilk, these herbal teas, whatever we have discussed, definitely you can, that change you can bring. You can have panchakarma procedures done, like detoxification done time to time, every 6 months or every year. You can go to Ayurvedic wellness centers, or you can connect with your Ayurveda practitioner, get this detox, this panchakarma procedures done according to your body type. That is very important to improve or to balance your life during and after menopause. Okay, these are certain changes you can do. You can incorporate any meditation or asanas. Surya Namaskara is very good. Surya Namaskara is full body exercise. It's extremely good during menopause because you do not have to use any machine. You do not have to use any weight. You just need one mat, right? And with your body weight you're trying to do. And how many you do, it's up to you. You start with one, start with five. Even 5 to 10 Surya Namaskar a day, it's a lot. You start doing it. If you are a beginner, doing 10 Surya Namaskar a day, it's a lot. You will start doing it and you will feel that. It will start with 2, then go to 4, 5. That's how slowly you increase. Start going for walks. Even if you're just walking is not going to help you. So you have to do all of this, plus walk is extra boost. Okay, these are certain changes you can bring your body. Are there any contraindications or precautions to be aware of while using Ayurvedic remedies during menopause? Yes, definitely. If you are using self-medication, first thing, self-medication is not at all good. You have to consult with your Ayurveda practitioner before you start taking any supplements. Overdosing is not good. Sometimes, people have this belief that Ayurveda medicines or Ayurveda herbs will not have side effects, so I can take more. So it doesn't work that way. Simple example, if you take triphala, you don't need it. You are just taking because you heard somewhere it's good. If you keep taking it every day, it will cause extra dryness in your gut and it will cause dependency, which is not good, right? So think about it before you take anything. Even ashwagandha, long term usage of ashwagandha and overdosage of ashwagandha can cause dryness. We already have a lot of dryness during menopause, right? So think like that. And do not overdose, do not take any self medication, consult with your Ayurveda practitioner. And no matter what supplements you are doing or whatever remedies you are doing, having healthy lifestyle and healthy diet, there is no compromise. You have to do that. Okay, doctor, I'm using Shantigram Female Vitality for past 2 years and I feel relaxation and sense of calm and it helps maintain energy level. Thank you so much. As I said, our Female Vitality supplement has good combination of herbs which will help you with the physical plus your mental symptoms plus the weight loss. Okay, you're there. Thank you so much about it. Doctor, I would like to take consultation to discuss for health style long-term journey after menopause. I have to take online consultation from Santhigram. Okay, yeah. So someone has asked this in the beginning as well. If you want to connect with me or if you want to connect with any other Ayurveda practitioners in Santhigram, I am in Canada. So if you want to connect with me, you can check our website. It's shantigram.ca. We have other consultants as well, so you can log into our website, you can check our profile, you can book an appointment from there. You can also check the description of this live session. The link is given there, and if you are in if you want to connect virtually, no matter, doesn't matter wherever you are, we can definitely connect over Zoom and we can have virtual consultation done. If you want to come in person, so we have some locations in US, we have some locations in we have one location in Canada, so you can call us and visit us in person. Okay, all the information is given in our website. You can take our phone number from there if you want to connect with us on WhatsApp, or we can do that. Okay, thank you so much. So we are running out of time. Very good questions, and it was very interesting topic. It was nice discussing or chatting with you all. Thank you so much one more time on the behalf of Shantigram family. I thank you all for joining live in our this today's live session. If there are any other topics you are interested in, we can bring them. Please put the comments. If there are any other remedies, from your mother or from your grandmother, if you know they used to follow and they had good results, I would ask you to comment, so it will help us to share with our audience, right? It will help us our friends. Okay, and thank you so much. Thank you.